Welcome back. We're listening to Aesop Rock, Black Hole Superette, which is of course wonderful. It's Aesop Rock, isn't it? Anyway, track 9 we're on. I Sold Here, quite a poppy beat and sound on this one, not a million miles away from like a cool Girls Aloud solo single. I reckon he would produce a great sort of album for, I don't know, the Ginger one out of Girls Aloud, lovely in his delivery, feels like, it just feels wonderful. Nice bit of fun, 9 out of 10. Track 10, Costco. It seems to be one sort of light-hearted, one a little bit darker. This is a little bit darker. Sounds a bit like Massive Attack. But yeah, room to breathe on this when he's rapping. It is a long album, as I've said before, well over an hour, but rarely feels like it. 8 out of 10. Track 11, Bird School. Maybe the first track where I do feel like, okay, we're not really progressing much and I've heard it before, but if you're going to hear anything before, it might as well be Aesop Rock. Yeah, I do love the keyboard sounds at the end. 7 out of 10 though, average track for this album. Track 12, Snail Zero, jazzy intro that puts you right back into a good place, then falls back into the groove with his wonderfully odd lyrics about snails. You know, if there's another rapper that could rap about snails for 3 minutes and keep you so intrigued, I can't name them. I love, as I say, everyday life, he just makes it into a cool thing. Reminds me of old school rappers like Cool Mo D, Go See the Doctor or something like that. You know, really, you live through his eyes. Amazing stuff, 9 out of 10. Track 13, Charlie Horse. Sounds like live drums. Very long track at 6 minutes for him, which doesn't really go far enough. The guest spots are okay with Homeboy Sandman and Lupe Fiasco, but doesn't quite do it. Could have been a 3-minute track, and with such a long album, maybe didn't need to be that long. 7 out of 10. Track 14, Steel Wool. Nice Cajun sample into a hard beat. You know, he needed something to break you out of the trance of the long last track, and it does just that. Without Danny Brown. Loads going on beneath the music as always, and a real highlight for me. 9 out of 10. Track 15, Black Plums. A nice smoother, princey sound that could be a sample from the 70s. Straightforward tinny beat. Maybe a little bit straightforward as a track. A little bit lazy for him. You can't have 18 crackers, I suppose, but not a highlight for me. 7 out of 10. Track 16, The Red Phone. Doesn't really matter who it is. You know, I do struggle with an album that's over an hour about this stage with 3 tracks to go. If it was track 1, I might well love it, but, you know, a lot's going on close listen. Quality's there, but I'm maybe a little bit fatigued after an hour. 7 out of 10. Track 17, Himalayan Yak Chew. I like this one, bit silly, bit more wacky. I like his more wacky stuff, I think. I mean, Himalayan Yak Chew, who calls a song that? Lovely spooky noise in the background, chorus that delivers. Yeah, what can I say? Good song, 8 out of 10. And the 18th and final track, Unbelievable Shananagans. Perfect mellow ending to the album. You know, in 1986 I had a hamster named Elizabeth. Who writes that? 10 out of 10. And the album is a 9 out of 10 and well worth anybody's time. Gives it